Yes.
Okay, good. It's good that I asked that. Can you hear me? Have you ever sat in a room with somebody who's very close to you, who you love dearly, and you're speaking to them, saying, hello, can you hear me? Hello? It's a phenomenon I'm very familiar with because I have a 7-year-old. There are many times when I'm saying, Bobby, 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 Bobby. Finally he says, yes. It's like he couldn't hear me at all. Sometimes it's difficult to hear, and sometimes it's difficult to hear in the sense of understanding as well as hearing. And that can be challenging sometimes, even here at the table of the Lord's Word. I'm going to step back for a minute. I want to talk about the Bible broadly speaking, because some people would find today's readings very challenging in general. Yes, the first one's not so bad, because the first one is like a newspaper article we might read in the New York Times. Paul and Barnabas did this, they did that, and they left the city. But some of the other stuff seems out there to our way of thinking. The Bible is the inspired Word of God, no question about it, 100% through and through. But it is written in the inspired words of the different authors that wrote the books of the Bible. And though sometimes it's like Acts of the Apostles, which, like I said, reads like a New York Times article, most of it, there are other times when it speaks in context that we can't even understand. And that's because it's the writer expressing their experience of God or the way they perceive God speaking to them, couched in the trappings of that time. And we have a very good example of that in today's gospel. I know many people that have read this part of the Bible and said, sheep? What in the world are they talking about? Sheep? What is St. John talking about? Sheep? We're not sheep. Some people take offense at being called sheep. They're like, what do they see pictures of my hairdos in the 70s and think that I was a sheep? Or am I to come off that dumb or that smelly or that stupid? These are all things that we assign to sheep, right? Traits that we assign to sheep. But people that get obsessed with the sheep part of this are missing the boat. Because it's not about the sheep. It's not about us. It's about the shepherd. It's about God. It's about the way God cares and loves each of us. Like a shepherd. Now, just as many of us aren't familiar with sheep in our... how many people here have sheep in their yard? I don't see any hands. That's awful funny here on Long Island. I can't imagine that. We also aren't familiar with the nature of shepherds in those days, right? Listen, a shepherd was not some low-paying, low-intelligence kind of pursuit that you went about in those days. It was a job that required dedication. You would go off leading these sheep around to places where they could eat, where they could find pasture, that is called, right? Nice place, streams to drink, and yummy grass to chew on, that kind of thing. But you were not, it wasn't where you said, okay, you didn't punch out at 5 o'clock and say to the sheep, I'm leaving, okay? You were with them all the time. It took dedication. And the shepherd took care of the sheep, did everything they needed, took them where they needed to go. Now, sheep are generally good, tend to stick together, right? But occasionally they wander off. And like we hear in John's Gospel about Jesus going off, talking about the parable where the shepherd goes to pick up the lost sheep, leaves the other 99, and goes to fetch the one out of the brambles, right? It's about the shepherd and the way the shepherd cares for the sheep. And the way the sheep trust the shepherd. And they don't trust him because they're idiots. They trust him because they have a relationship, because they spend time together, because the shepherd does things for them, right? They trust where the shepherd is leading. The shepherd has led us to the greenest pasture possible today, here in this room. The table of the Lord's Word and the table of his body. He's feeding us with the finest things, brought us to the greenest pasture, like I said. But once again, it's about us and the relationship we have with him, but it's not just about us. Let me ask you a question. A musician. You're listening to a beautiful, great musician, a great violinist. He's playing a $10 million Stradivarius, which is a type of violin anyway. Who's actually making the music? The violin itself or the musician? The musician, right? Right. The Lord is the musician. He's the one that is guiding us through the power of the Holy Spirit. We're not just meant to have a great time here in this green pasture together, us sheep having a good time partying up in here. We're meant to do like Paul and Barnabas did and take him out into the streets as his instruments and make the beautiful sound of his call to everyone in society, simply by being the people we are, just like Paul and Barnabas did. So as we come to the Lord's table today and encounter him in the most personal way, let's ask him to open our minds and our hearts to the ways he comes to us each day. Just like the musician with the beautiful Stradivarius. Let's ask him to let us be his instrument and to play the tune of his call throughout a society that's sorely